Hello, and welcome to my first sketchbook! Oh gosh, as I immediately flub what I was, the tour of my first sketchbook. Part, I think, 2 of hopefully only 5, but who knows how long this will get, because I talk a lot. But yeah, I think should start off with a sticker tour. If you can't tell, I like stickers, just a little bit, just casually, really casually. Um, here's this adorable little kiwi named, Steve, I guess. I didn't look at that. I got these lovely, girls in a jar from a friend. They're so pretty. And little kitties. Books are better than people. I'm a hermit. This is my philosophy on life. No, I've been liking people more lately. I think this might be my favorite sticker because look at the little kitties. I like cats. And then cool mushroom person, more kitties. This is me, 24/7, because I have 5 musicals constantly running in my head at any given moment, as well as story ideas and flowerdeer and just everything. A really cool Hogwarts sticker I found. Another cat sticker from a friend. Perkabeth. Random feather. And there's a backside. Yes. Just wonderful. More Hogwarts. Oh, Hogwarts. Hogwarts. I can speak. Sorry, don't mind this. This is for my organization sanity, I think. A little cinnamon roll because it's cute. I got a lot of stickers from Redbubble. This is my brain. Well, the other half. This is the left side of my brain. The right side of my brain is all just musicals now. Thank you so much, Clemmy. Yeah, just stickers. Me as a writer. This one's really cool because it's shiny. And, like mushrooms. And panda. Yeah. And, more stickers. Sorry, I can't have you seeing my name. Purple Flowers. Stardew Valley. I really like that game. Little mushroom jellyfish. The Ballad of Bow and Row. The things I have read. Fanfiction. I actually don't read a lot of fanfiction. Tech theater people understand. You understand. Okay, to the actual art. This sketchbook, while I did not share too much of it initially, well, I mean, I spoiled half of it, but it was kind of for myself, but it was also, I also knew eventually that I would share it. So I am going to be showing everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm only going to be holding back stuff that's personal, Yeah, you've already seen this page from part 1. Yeah, this is just all the lore, so get ready. Okay, first page is actually my spider sona. Yeah, I drew this person first, as you can see, because I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I mean, my style, you can definitely see how my style has changed since then, and I've gotten a lot better with control of the pens. I'm still really proud of this one because just her anatomy was more accurate to the curves of a body, and I was really proud. I mean, just if you ignore that hand, everything else is really pretty. Yeah, I definitely got better at drawing people and not just backs are straight lines. Yeah, this was fun character design, and starting it off right with a character. Yeah, and also the choice to make her universe black and white was entirely spur of the moment because I didn't have color on hand. Okay. Oh, next is the page I'm most ashamed of. Here we go! Well, here's some... we can not look at that yet. Here's some studies of rats. I was drawing some rats from lab. I wasn't very good at it yet. Also, they kept moving. It's so annoying how living subjects do that. They just move constantly. Yeah, just little doodles. And then this page. Cause the sketchbook said it could take light watercolor, but the more I drew in it, the more I doubted that, and I'm glad I did not, because it definitely would have like warped the page a bunch. But it was left uncolored for a while, and then I tried to put in lips. I hate lips, and do the eyes different and just experiment with my style, and it just ended horribly. And also, it was just a really bad idea to have like a split person. It looks so weird. And then I colored it in Crayola crayons and sparkly gel pens, and like was inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, oh, I'll make my own runes, but look how disgusting they look. Like these are awful. And it's also like really old character design. So like, look at Semra. Like, what was I doing? There's blobs on her face, and poor Haven. I don't even know what I was doing. Yeah, it's really ugly. Oh, I didn't even sign it. Oops. It doesn't need a signature. This will never see the light of day again. Yeah, let's like move on from that embarrassingness. Oh, yeah. I am a firm believer in practice, so I practiced with my own hands a lot, just, doodling hands. These aren't very good, because I was still working on, like, looking at something and drawing from references, but I think it definitely improved how I could do hands, even though, like, now my style, I've changed it, so I don't have to deal with it. Next, before we get to the flower deer, actually, I should do it like this. There we go. This is me experimenting with feet. Ew. Yeah, this is the learning process. Just seeing what works, what doesn't, what looks nasty, what looks actually sort of good. Just learning how to draw things from different angles. That this is how you learn. There's no magic poof, you're a good artist. There's all this pain and blood and sweat and tears of horrible art. Yeah, I want to show these parts of the process, because not so long ago I was one of those beginner artists. I'm still a beginner, but just a total noob. And looking up to like Shasha Cat Studios and being like, whoa, I could never, and just like seeing everyone's beautiful art, and like I could never be on that level, and I'm still not quite. But it's really humbling to see the bad art. So I really want to I want to share these parts, even though it's sort of embarrassing. But I also have high self-esteem, so I can take it. And we have flower deer, the thing you've all been waiting for, obviously. Okay. But yeah, at this point they were still called Macaulay. And if it looks awkward, I did add Macaulay's antlers later. I don't even remember how that character choice happened. I just decided he would have antlers all of a sudden. Yeah, he was not always a deer. He was not always Deer Dude, and then I decided to add him in later. I still hate that decision. I shouldn't, but oh well. Adventures in water-based markers. I don't like them. Anyways, time for lore. Also, this is like older story, and I'm still like reworking it. So, also like dress design improved a lot. Okay, so, they hang out in their little willow. And Macaulay made up a game called Hang, where they hang by their knees. I know, so creative of a name. From, like, the branches of the willow. Well, a low branch. That's for clarification. And then they would try to outlast each other to see how long they could stay up there. And tickling is allowed and encouraged. So, yeah, they would hang. And they were on a low branch, so that when they fell, they would land softly in the grass, not from a high height, and not get concussions. Yeah! So I have a really big problem with like books having characters fall or like hit or just get like very injured, and then they're perfectly fine afterward. Like that's not how your body works. Anyways, this is just them being cute at the willow, just being cute. This is a really old and bad version of the story where he like he's like in his prince mode. And he disguises himself and like buys a pair for her at the market, which is like such a ripoff from from a book I was reading at that moment called Cinder and Glass by Melissa de la Cruz, I think. There's a lot of like total plagiarism in my early drafts. This was like an early version of his mask. That's ripped off. This is them at the dance, being cute little beans and blushy. See, in the actual scene, they're like totally pissed off at each other, but I wanted them to be fluff. Here's their crowns. This is a moment. This is a really sweet moment with where he's had like a panic attack or like a really bad day at court, and she just hugs him for the entire time. And then there's this thing. So their island is their willow is on an island in like a pond. So like they're not just like swimming across the island all the time. So he brought this like giant plank of wood. Don't ask me where he got it. The plot hole. And so he laid it across the pond because it's not very long of a distance, and so that they could walk across. And so from when they first met and like onward, that bridge kind of became like a map of their friendship, basically. Half of these are random doodles to fill the space, but it just like records momentous occasions. So like this is when they first met. Oh yeah, and in the early version, I had him like going by a nickname of Liak. I don't know how I got that. And she also calls herself Ivy, but that's really confusing for like the reader, so I changed that. Yeah, so they're like 8 or 9 when they first meet, and so yeah, they draw that as the symbol of their best friendship forever. This is another like point of plagiarism where he has like this sweater or tunic or whatever that he always gives her. Well, here's like them playing hang. You can see the stick figures. Here's a rain cloud. I was gonna make up a cute moment for that, but I'm totally blanking right now. This is them swimming. Oh yeah, one time she hid like a frog in his cloak, and then he totally screamed when he found it. This is tic-tac-toe, because they got bored a lot. Well, and also she has a lot of nightmares and trauma, so she's like really, really depressed when he meets her, because trauma. And so he's always trying to like make up games and stuff to cheer her up. Yeah, I think that's a worm. I don't even know why I put that there. This is me trying to make up like runes for when they turned 10. This is them dancing because they're cute like that. They actually buried something on the island. I still haven't figured out what, but I'll get to it eventually. He like picked flowers for her. This is me just like slipping in references to my other OCs. This is their blood oath when they were 12. So they just like traced their hands, and it has like a bloody imprint because yeah, they like cut their palms and done the blood oath, which they probably would have gotten splinters in the wound. But anyways, I don't even know what half this is. Oh, this is them like jumping off a taffy. Okay. He gave her a birthday gift when she was like 13, 14, I don't know, of like books, and she liked books in an older draft, but that's really cliche, and she was sort of like a self-insert at that point. This is their tree climbing contests, so like tallying marks to keep track, and then, what was his name? Liak. Mikali won, and so he got the little doodle, but then Ivy May put a frowny face because she's annoyed. This heart was from this instance when she just like held him through the night as he cried for like the entire night. Oh, and this is when they give each other these crowns for their 16th birthdays. This is when she's touched. Oh my gosh, this is such a silly little doodle where I had a completely cliche moment where they like fall off the bridge and like basically hugging and like, oh no, I like each other. It's just so stupid. Ugh, older drafts, gross. Reworking. And this is like basically showing the ball scene, which rework. Them dancing in the cute little gazebo, and yeah, when they finally figure it out. But I might like stretch out the drama so they won't figure out for a longer time because angst. Yeah, because angst. Ooh. And here is my very first concept sketches of Lula. I was really bored and drew a mushroom girl, and then my brain kind of just exploded with ideas. Like, and then just poof, I suddenly had the whole shrooms world. I mean, I've been working on this since like March of last year. So like it's been slowly trickling in, and this was actually one of my slower story building processes because usually I like hyperfixate for like 3 months and then have a 60-page Google Doc and then get burnt out and abandon it. But I've been letting this come to me organically so I don't burn out. But yeah, it was really fun just drawing little doodles of her. These aren't actually like story events, just me thinking about how she is small and how she would interact with the world differently. Like the berries would be as big as her head, and she'd be like standing on this log and it'd be giant. She could use like a leaf as a boat. And the dandelion, I really like the dandelion doodle. It's super cute. But yeah, her character design. I really like her hair. It's a lot of fun. And the funny thing is, I actually got the inspiration from fan art I saw of Piper McLean from Heroes of Olympus. Yeah. But I've definitely like modified it, obviously. Ooh. Yeah, these got really, really smudged. But here is sketches of Sini. He's a porcini mushroom. And here's him like reading on a stump, and that one was really cute. This is him like chasing after berries that like I feel like they would have like a basket of them, and then oops, he accidentally broke them, and now they're all rolling away. So he's chasing after them. He really likes leaves, leaves. Just like collecting them. Just I haven't quite figured out why. Maybe because of trauma. I'll give him trauma that makes him like leaves. This is how I build my characters. Oh, how can I give him trauma to shape them? So yeah, here's him like inspecting a leaf, like the connoisseur he is. I feel like he'd be a nice cook. I don't know. So he would do a lot for a good leaf. He's stacking up all these stones. And also I think the mushrooms would help keep poisonous and invasive species in check. So this is actually I think a bittersweet nightshade that he's carrying. I like looked up specific flower references. And he also just watching a ladybug because it's cute. Oh yeah, and each shroom has something that sets them apart. So like when they're sleeping, you can still see a bit. So this is his belt with his leaves. For Lula, you can see her braids that pokes out. So just like something that you can see even when they're hiding as a mushroom, which differentiates them from the rest of the shrooms. So like here's Ellie. She's an apricot jelly, not a flower. And I decided to give her like a lace doily skirt, even though that's really complicated. I'll probably change that anyway. Yeah, she would get like really mad when people try to call her a flower. I'm not a flower. But then I think she's also really pretty, and she likes being pretty, but she's also like wicked smart because I feel like there are just too many airheaded beauties out there. I want to challenge that kind of. Here's her sleeping in, but her doily still shows. This is Aggie. She's actually one of my favorite character designs because I was struggling with like, what do I do for hair? Because I want it to be original, and I was kind of inspired by Katara from Atla, but then it just became something different. I'm really proud of how it came out. So it's like just these basically loopy things, except a lot bigger. Yeah, she's a shaggy mane mushroom, but I'm actually gonna change that to an like inky cap or whatever it is. The cool ones have like drippies on them. She likes to read. Probably gonna change that. I have too many OCs that like to read because I love reading. And her hair loopies show from when they show from under her cap when she's sleeping. Oh, and here's kind of Lula's family. She doesn't have a little brother anymore because, well, it's like otherwise it's a giant plot hole. Because like, how does he even exist? Yeah. Oh, that's kind of giant spoiler. Whoops. Here's her grandmother or some elder. I don't know. This is like trying to come up with family, but I like hate all the designs, so I'm gonna change that. Ooh, here's Will and Nora. I actually drew this like way later on. I just came back because a lot of times I'll like have blank pages and then I'll come back later and fill them in. I started to have like a size chart of all my pens and stuff, but I quickly gave up on that. I kind of just remembered, or like just did swatches to remember. Ooh, this is character design. And me trying to figure out what the wind spirits would look like. I'm still not entirely satisfied with the design. I really wanted them to look bird-like, but also like cool manta rays of the sky. So yeah, I'm still working on that. That was for later, for like Inktober. This is me trying to have a style with cats. I still don't entirely like it. This is like more of my style now, but I'm trying to change it. I don't know. I want it to be more detailed. But yeah. Oh, and this is me like very heavily referencing a different artist. That's not my art. Oh, these are actually two of my warrior cats OCs, because I actually do have like 2 or 3, well, technically like 7 clans worth, but really only 2, and they don't even have personalities, just designs, because they were like self-inserts from a friend of mine. Ew. Then we get to like, because some of these are like beautiful pages of art, just like spaced out, and oh my gosh, what a composition, and some of them are just nasty doodles. This was just a doodle for Storm when I said that I am like Garfield. I don't like Mondays. Just doodling hands. the Cabbage Man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just like attempting realism and failing terribly because no references. Trying different like eye styles, like definitely copying Shasha Cat Studios again. Lips, just attempting realism and failing. Gross. We shall move on. Ship art. So Sini and Lula are actually in love. Yeah, I don't. How do you do this thingy? Okay, yeah, hearts. I don't know how you guys do that. So yeah, their story is really cute. I'm really trying not to spoil as much about the Shrooms world, but let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, just like giving him his leaf back. That's kind of the meet cute, but I might change that. I don't know. It's kind of lame. Sitting on their rock together. Also, Shrooms, since they can't speak, they talk through like contact with either like their skin, or they also can have like root systems, or like little tendril thingies that can touch. And so they communicate through like electrical impulses ish. I don't know. It's kind of like how real mushrooms communicate, which is why they're like linking pinkies. But yeah, that's how they talk to each other. Also, since they don't have lips, well, they can't kiss. So now instead it's like bumping noses, or really any sort of physical contact, because usually you can just like touch. Well, I mean more physical contact, because usually people kind of just like touch roots and stuff to talk. So having more, that would be more romantic. Also, like a sense of scale. This is like early versions of Wendigos, or the Welcome Folk. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna trip myself up so much. I had an idea that she would play like a cute little instrument, but also it is so hard trying to like finagle with their mushroom caps and not have them like being squished against each other. It's infuriating. And this is a point when trauma is happening, because you can't have sweetness without trauma. I'm sorry. Otherwise I would give like, well, otherwise flowerdeer wouldn't be so impactful without their trauma. But I mean, it does sort of pain me to give them so much pain, but then it's also like, they can deal with it. They're fictional. They will move on in healthy ways. Unlike real people. Anyways, yeah, I feel bad about these two OCs. These are very, very neglected. This is Moriah. She's a moral mushroom. I definitely struggled with her design. She was also kind of inspired by Katara with her hair thingies, but I think it would be more of like a mesh or something. Oh my gosh, I've already been talking for like 25 minutes. Great, and we're only like halfway there. Okay, I gotta talk faster. Or these are gonna be really long videos. Editing. This is Bayoth. He's a bear's head's tooth. It's a really cool mushroom. It looks like a bunch of white hair. Yeah. Though, oh, he didn't have something that would show when he's sleeping. I don't remember. I don't think I figured out his character design. I don't know. I was kind of like getting a little bored at that point. Oh, this is the start of the cookie jar lore. The spider sonas, because me and Shasha's spider sonas are, well, we're short. We're like little pint-sized. And so we can't reach the cookie jar. I don't know. It's just a cute idea I had like late at night, and then I drew it, and then like everything spiraled from there. Ooh, here's an Atla meme that I thought was hilarious, and so I decided to draw it, also because I am a firm Zutara shipper. So yeah. I would read this aloud, but I don't know, my voice acting is super cringy. Yeah, I like their faces. I have a lot of fun with like cartoon faces. That's why my style isn't very realistic, because just cartoons are so much more fun. Ooh, here's a fancy art piece. I was using my pencils a lot more. And here's another early Wendigo sketch. Oh my gosh, the grass was so painful. And I couldn't really layer as much pencil onto it as I wanted. So yeah, this is actually a really terrible sketchbook I chose, but I didn't know better next time. Yeah, it's Wendigo and Lula. Ooh, mysterious lore. Ooh, this is when I discovered, oh hey, I can sketch with pens. And it also really helps me to let go of perfection, because I can't change anything, so I just have to move on. So yeah, I had like a random doodle of this, and then I transferred it over to my sketchbook, and then like everything followed from there. And you cannot convince me otherwise that Keith was not just like lounging like this and tossing prattles into his mouth when they first met. Or like he would totally make this just like finger guns. Yeah. Yeah, that's a page of Keith. Ooh, this is my Star Wars self-insert. Before I had like any sort of characters, I had self-inserts. Like me and my siblings would just put ourselves into these worlds we loved and create these massive stories. So it was fun giving like myself basically Star Wars character design. So yeah, I am a rebel, but also secretly a Jedi, and I have a purple light sword. Oh, whoa, mouth brain connection failing. A purple lightsaber. And I also really like the power of B-wings, but I didn't want it to be slow because I like speedy things. So I have a modified B-wing. So it can go really fast, but also like is super powerful. And I've got like purple flowers all over it, because yes. And there's my lightsaber. Oh, and I have a pet porg, because porgs are the best creature ever. Well, not ever, because there's like Sylvanie and nine-tailed foxes. But still, I would have a pet porg, because yes, they are so cute. And I would basically kind of be a nuisance. Because the rebels wouldn't actually let me fight. But I would still like sneak around and vandalize the TIE fighters. Yeah, and I drew this on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. These are random animal design, random animal sketches without references. The giraffe actually turned out pretty good for not knowing what to do. I don't know. Somehow just my memory kicked in from the zoo, or I don't know. But then of course I immediately like balanced that out by drawing terrible birds and foxes and sloth and a platypus. I drew Perry the platypus for some reason. But this is still my favorite cat drawing that I've made. Why do I have Perry the platypus? I don't even know. Oh yeah, other people are requesting me to draw animals. Ooh. This is the page with way too many mediums. I used like a pencil, gel pens, color pencil, ink, and just a lot of whatever I could find. Oh, and this is also like old writing of the ball scene. Yeah, I mean, it's cute to have them dancing in the rain. I like how her hair is just getting increasingly disheveled. But this is also like the first kiss I ever drew, and it's just, I don't like it at all. And it's just so messy and everything. I've changed like everything that happens in that scene. But yeah, flower deer. So yeah, it starts out like, oh, you have broken the blood oath. You kept secrets from me. Oh no. And then like somehow they move past that argument. I don't even know how I did that in my writing. I think I just glossed over that part. And then they're dancing in the rain. And then like slow dance, I guess. And then smoochy. Yay, love. I did not know what I was doing. Oh no, why am I turning pages weirdly? Ooh. This is like a random fairy OC. I think I just wanted to draw a fairy. Oh, and as for this is a really cool song I sing in choir. It was really fun. Yeah, fairy. And then I decided to experiment with oil pastels. Except they were Crayola oil pastels, and I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I was inspired by, I think, church or something. So I drew Jesus, and he's like the great gardener. So I like how the sunflower turned out, and I also drew like a succulent over here. But it's pretty. I don't like oil pastels. I'm sure like real ones are better. But I mean, it's like the most colorful page. Yeah, he is the great I am. Yeah, I doodle a lot from church. And this is also like him being the great gardener and like planting like a seed in our souls that blooms in the fruit of the spirit, and how like other people can see God through you. So you'd like plant a flower in me and it would bloom and other people would see that flower. Yeah. Oh, a friend actually let me play around with their hoo-hoos. I don't know why I made this dandelion so big. It's terrible. And I learned, oh, you have to work fast because they don't blend. And this is me much later coming back to try to find like any sort of blank space to test them out, just like doing swatches and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I used their hoo some more, drawing some spider sona art, and of course we gotta have the cookie, always the cookie. And I liked this Shakespeare quote, because I have a lot of short friends, and so I think this spider sona is dedicated to them, the little small ones. I shall lord my height over you forever. Yeah, and though she be but little, she's fierce. Because she's small. Oh, good, we're close to the end. Okay, this is book. Or maybe that was the end. Shoot. Well, I might as well do this page. And this is my Harry Potter self-insert. We had a whole thing going with Harry Potter, me and my siblings. This is my wand. It's hazelwood, which it can like naturally find water, like hot springs or like aquifers or something. I don't know. That was like in Pottermore at some point. It's 10 3/4 inches, and it is swishy, which means I'm adaptable or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'd put vines on it, and I wanted to have a more natural shape because I thought it would be really cool. And my self-insert also has like a Mary Poppins bag, which has a bunch of random stuff in it, like muffins to throw at Malfoy or something, and a brick to fend off Crab and Go. I don't know. We had a really elaborate story. And my Patronus, Pottermore says it's a white stallion, but I don't really believe that. So I just kind of looked around until I found one that I liked, that I felt like fit me, and I think a ragdoll cat. And also, because they're so cute. I want cats. And I also really like how like silver mouth cats look, so I think that would be my pet. And I'm a Ravenclaw. Yay! Yeah, that's like the first 20 pages of my sketchbook. Oh, this is a really long video. I hope you enjoyed this peek, and just know there's a lot more flower deer to come. Bye!